So, a little tutorial to build the LwClone with the Arduino 2560. Yes, all we need for this is the package, what I've linked, Arduino, USB ASP. You need this version or without housing. Moment. Come on. So it's it gives this on eBay with aluminium housing, but this didn't work with the batch files. Yes, I have here a long cable, so I can put this on my table. And what you need is a 10-pole to 6-pole adapter. This you can see I have here a bridge on the ND. That is why I have had problems with the China clones, and they have not the ground on the right pin. So what we must do, the first is we must install the USB ASP. For that, on Windows 8.1 and Windows 10 you need to disable the driver segmentation. For this I will see you this moment. Disable driver. So look here. Yes, you have a driver that has no segmentation. You don't install it on Windows 8 or Windows 10. You hold Shift key, restart, troubleshoot, advanced options, startup settings. Then comes a list. Here, this, and there you must press 7 to disable driver segmentation. When you reboot, you see in the edge you have in test mode here. So now you can easily install the driver segmentation. You become a driver segmentation error. Ignore it, say it's okay, the driver is fully safe. So next step is I have write a little README. We need to install some things. When we want to test the Arduino with the firmware that I have compiled, you only need to put these files and to the HDD, install the USB ASP, and that is it. So that we make it first. So all what you need: normal USB cable, AB. Put it to the PC. Zack. So now we need information. We look, hardware manager, COM ports. So here, this is my COM1. This is my Arduino. It's on COM7. So now we flash the main chip. All what you need is to start this, put in COM7. So that was it. So second step is we put it out, use the USB SP. So now you connect to this heater. This is here. So now we look. GND is on the top. This 3 GND point, 4 GND points. So we connect it, and we see 2 LEDs are light. So when I'm put it wrong, you see the LEDs are not bright. So we need it. So now we're laying it on the table, but don't touch it. When you touch it and programming, it can come to complications. So now we use the 2-point flash 802.60U2 Arduino Mega with USB SP dongle to LwBud. So have you connected? Yes. Everything is okay. So put it out. Now back. So it's light. Joystick, USB game controllers, and you see it works. So now I can look. Yeah, that is it. So that was the easy installation of the firmware on the Arduino. When you have problems that they say error, then you can make follow. You put the USB SP to this port in the middle of the Arduino. Then when you have newer or older firmware, it's on the China clones. It gives the problem to programming the 2550 chip over the USB port. So you need these files. First is unlock fuses, erase, verify, and yes, same procedure. Check. Oh, target not answer. Why? So that was it. I have put it wrong. Here is GNDs on the top side when you hold it though. Here are the here are the whole rigid GNDs. So same procedure as before. Yes, rock, ready, zack, zack, zack. So this takes a longer time. Oh, I smoke a cigarette. So when this is programming, So in my package, when it's programming, I say this, I have all written in shortly form into the README. Look there to find the paths for the files that we need in the next step. So right in firmware, so 99%, so it's down. Reading, it's verifying the flash, that is the same data we have on the hard disk is on the flash. Takes a minute or minute 30. Okay, all views are good. Close this window, put it out. So now we must rewrite the 2560 chip. So we must bring the 16U or 8U truth chip back to Arduino. So we put it back on this header. Then we have here 0 flash blah 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 to Arduino bud. We put it, we say yes, we have connected. So now it's normal Arduino. I show it. It's a cable. Put it's a cable. Moment. Cable. So, same procedure. Put it on USB. Hardware manager. And we have a serial USB COM8. So, now we can backslash the firmware COM8. Put the back. Put this back on the header for the USB port. Und LW. Yes. Okay, now I show you when we have fresh flash the USB the Arduino. Sorry. The the Arduino has a ID, a LwClone ID. So now I go to my utilities folder, use LwClone, simple LED test. So here you see two LED whistles. I have not put this in. This is my true in my pinball. My pinball is direct connected to my PC, so I don't need two good PCs for pinball and for work. Now I close this and put this back on. Don't forget the USB cable. So it's lighting. So I start test. You see you have a LwClone 4. So now we need other address for this. I go back in the folder. So here we have the change Ardu ID button. So we started. We say 3. You can use everyone from 1 to 60. We say 3. New ID is 3. Pop. We put it out. We put it in. And then we need the LED blinky tool, simple LED test. So, oh fuck, haha, I have make shit. Fuck, yes, I have changed the ID of my other Arduino. Moment, please. That is I forget. When you have two of this in your cap, you need to disconnect the one you didn't want to give a new ID. So now we change the ID. We say 3. So here. So now it must work, I hope. Now it has to the other disabled. So 2. Yes, that's a little problem, but here now I have a 2. Change Arduino to 5. And now we have let this 5, port 5. So now I bring back my Arduino. I will put it back to ID2. Disconnect this. Bring it back to 2. Okay. So. So that is how to program the Arduino. Now we want to compile the source code. The problem is a friend has written the software with me and we didn't have put a configuration tool in it. It's why when you make all that you can change all buttons or ports on the fly, the problem is the lagging will be bigger. So, and that is it. And now I show you how we compile this source code. So we have a tools to install folder. First is we install the A4R toolchain. Next, terms, install. So these are all in this package are all things you need to programming, compile and so on for tips for A4R. But when you have other Arduino or other microchip that works on Atmel, you can put this firmware on every platform. So second is with GNU BC. And mini GUI. So next step, mini GUI installing. It will the README. There I've written all the things we need. We must set up the path variables, the system settings, so that all know the compiler knows where he finds these things. I mark all for install. That is why when you make another project, you can you didn't need install other packages. Oh, what is it? Yes. Apply changes. So now we download all. It takes time. So what we can make when it's installed, we go to system settings, and it's system settings, and no, not files. So was it pass? Whoa, here. So here you have pass. You go to it, put a colon. So now we look We need the GNU Win32 path. Bin. So copy this path. Rest is to put it so in. So the next is we need the MSys bin of the mini-GB. That brings us a Unix shell. Not install it. Must wait. So we wait that mini-GB is installed. So I look at DVD moment. That make me next. Bottom. Servers are very slow today. So, starting. So here we see we need MSys 1.0 bin. We go to bin, copy the path, So save this. Say OK. Wait the installation. Close all. So we can start this now when you okay. So now you have here the source folder, LwClone master. When you download it, you must download a special version of Lua. The new Lua versions, it gives problems with the compiling. Here is the right in the package, so you didn't download it or something. So now you are on Arduino Mega 2560. When you look here, you have the dev config page. Map. So here you can define what you want to use. We didn't use the normal joysticks, we don't use the mouse support. Consumer or multimedia keys, panel device is must be anytime enabled. Use Arcadeboard is a 6-axis joystick that will be used for the plunger and the gyro sensor. Analog input is when you use normal joysticks and the actual gyro. That is for the analog ports. Enable LED device is the LED width, and that is it. Change it when you want. So now we go out. So we go M2560. It is the pin map function. Here you see the LED table mapping. This mapping is for the LEDs. When you want that, or you need that you have one row 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, you can put it so that you have all with so that you have port 22, 24 in one row. Then it's go port 1, port 2, port 3, port 4, port 5, port 6. Not too hard. When you want to use a mouse for trackball or something, you can here define the index. The index is this. You go to this, and these are the ports, the digital ports. So it begins with 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So when you use mouse, this button you can't use. You have put them the clock index. That is for the other the same. On the must Arduinos, you have on port 13. That go off. Go off. Off. Hello. No. So that was my cat. You have here an LED on pin 13. When you want to use this port, you must desolder this LED. This is for the connected to port 13. When you put a key on it, it will be pressed every time. but it's go too low. Yes, that is it. So now you see you have 2 rows. Here there are keys in it, and here are the normal keys, here are the shifted keys. So we have defined shift index 31 to switch key. So when we want to use a key that we can put on one key to functions, we set here switch index to the key the port we want to use. This is port 631. So when we press the index key 31 and key 5, here the first key on port yes, on pin 2, so we can make that is here I'm the home. We can make that is home. So that is it. So now I don't change anything. Moment. In the last step here, this is for the gyro sensor and the plunger. Here you can configuration how it want to work. I didn't know this in English. It's a little bit complicated. And when you use release contractors from State Smart, this little board from eBay, they need a high output to be on and a low to be disabled. A low to disabled, high to be off. So here you can invert the port settings with this zeros. When you put this on 1, you can use these contractor boards. So you don't need to build a little PCB to invert the function of the board. So now here you see this is rubbish. This is the firmware that I have built last time. So now we go to this folder in CMD, Windows task with R. So CMD, CD. So now we make clean. I hope it works without that I must reboot. Make clean. Why make on? Fucking shit. I do restart, but I didn't want to restart. Or the other thing is let us show the variable. Then we use this path. A little bit others 10, 7, and use the big path. So now we use make clean. Fuck. I need to restart. Yes. That's what I'll make in the next video. So in ordinary, you only need to say make clean and make all. I will see it in a second video. Then oh wait, go to yes, and this works. Now with that what I have installed, I have Linux. Yes, a Linux shell. So you see, I can say ls I mk moment mk test. Okay, that didn't work now. So cdm no. So we'll make it in the next video.